You likely recognize Elisha Cuthbert from her breakout roles in cult classics like House of Wax or The Girl Next Door. Her rise to fame was meteoric, quickly cementing her status as one of the most exciting young talents in Tinseltown. She essentially disappeared from blockbusters, leaving fans to wonder why Hollywood stopped giving her leading roles. Starting on the small screen, the Canadian-born star arrived in Los Angeles at 17, chasing her dreams after leaving home on November 30th, 1982. She gave herself a strict 6-week window to land any acting gig just to keep the lights on and the rent paid. Just as her time was nearly up in week 5, she struck gold by landing a major part in the hit series 24. Playing Kim Bauer, the daughter of protagonist Jack Bauer, she became a staple face throughout the show's intense run. While her role in 24 was her first major hit, we can't forget her early work as Megan in the 6th and 7th seasons of Are You Afraid of the Dark? That classic series featured a group of friends telling spooky stories around a campfire in the woods. While it was a childhood staple, it remained a cult hit specific to the late 90s and early thousands. With 27 episodes under her belt, her TV success paved the way for her eventual move into cinema. Her early film career included the 1999 movie titled Airspeed. In that thriller, she's a passenger forced to land a plane after a storm knocks everyone else out. Shortly after, her performance in the film Lucky Girl earned her a Best Actress award at a festival. Cuthbert portrayed Catherine, a young woman desperately saving every penny to fund her dream trip across Europe. Her character wins $50 at poker, sparking a dangerous obsession with sports betting and online gambling. It feels incredibly relevant today, even though this cautionary tale about digital addiction actually debuted back in 2001. Soon, she's drowning in debt, stealing from her own family, and dodging dangerous loan sharks to fuel her habit. It's a rare find nowadays, but it served as her first real breakout performance on film. By 2003, she was hitting the big leagues with a role in the comedy hit Old School. This flick follows 3 old college buddies trying to recapture their glory days. They start a frat to live out their wild fantasies, right before she appeared in the holiday favorite Love Actually. In that film, she played a stunning American girl who charms a visiting student from across the pond. Though these were smaller parts, the massive success of both projects gave her career a significant jumpstart. Everything shifted in 2004 when she starred in The Girl Next Door as a former adult actress. It's a classic now, but the studio initially hoped it would be as huge as American Pie. Unfortunately, the box office didn't deliver, pulling in just $30 million against a $21 million budget. Time was kind to the film, however, as it eventually transformed into her most iconic and beloved role. After her turn in The Girl Next Door, she played Carly in House of Wax, where 6 friends discover a museum that turns real people into wax figures. That horror flick cost $40 million to make and barely cleared $60 million during its theatrical release. It flopped at launch, but horror fans have grown to love the movie as a cult favorite over time. Then came the tabloid drama when she struck up a close friendship with her co-star, Paris Hilton. If you missed the early 2000s, you might wonder why Hilton was the most famous person on Earth. As the Hilton Hotel heiress, she was a massive pop culture figure who lived life in the spotlight. Paris Hilton's reputation was often tied to trouble, and the two became inseparable on the Hollywood party scene. Elisha appeared in one of Paris's music videos, but that wild association didn't help her acting career progress. While they weren't instant hits, movies like House of Wax eventually helped her gain a significant following. Other projects, like the thriller The Quiet, failed to generate any lasting interest or positive buzz. She played a cheerleader whose world turns upside down when her family takes in her deaf cousin. This new dynamic slowly unearths some incredibly disturbing and dark secrets hidden within their household. Not only did the film go unnoticed, but the critics who did see it absolutely trashed it. It was a tiny production, costing only $900,000, which is pocket change by Hollywood standards. It couldn't even break even, grossing a measly $380,000 worldwide and tanking her career. Then came the 2007 disaster Captivity, which received even more scathing reviews from critics. She starred as a fashion model who finds herself stalked and held hostage by a deranged psychopath. This $17 million production failed to break even, earning only $10 million during its theatrical run. Critics slammed the movie as torture porn, prompting her return to television perhaps due to a lack of film roles or realizing the small screen suited her better. She bounced back in 2009 with a 6-episode arc on The Forgotten, later joining the main cast of the sitcom Happy Endings in 2011. Her sitcom lasted 3 seasons, but never caught on because critics felt it was too similar to other shows. Even with a dedicated fanbase, the show's poor viewership numbers led to its cancellation after only 3 seasons on the air. Her follow-up comedy project, titled One Big Happy, turned out to be an even more disastrous failure for her career. Portraying a lesbian woman who decides to have a child with her best friend, the show was dismissed as vulgar and full of cliches. The series suffered the ultimate indignity of being pulled after only 6 episodes, prompting her departure from Los Angeles. Tired of the constant struggles, she planned to quit Hollywood, but decided to give it one last shot first. By 2015, she joined the cast of the Netflix series The Ranch, appearing in every season of the show. After her whirlwind years in the spotlight, a more mature Elisha looked back on her journey, admitting she was often quite naive as a young star. She admitted to letting the wrong crowd get close to her, while living a superficial Hollywood lifestyle she never truly enjoyed. Now 42, Elisha focuses on her private life with her husband, Dion Phaneuf, who used to play professional ice hockey. They maintain homes in both Los Angeles and Toronto, though they spend the majority of their time in Canada. In her home country, she still takes on the occasional film role, though these projects typically fly under the radar. She finds that stepping away from fame has been great for her well-being, making a full-time acting comeback a very low priority. Currently, she is busy with various non-acting ventures and prefers to keep her day-to-day life out of the public eye. Elisha Cuthbert had a lightning-fast career with several hits, but she eventually felt the Hollywood lifestyle wasn't for her and slowly stepped away. If you like this story, hit that subscribe button so we can keep sharing these amazing journeys with you. See you next time.